No, said Mum, and the screen went black. No, wailed Jack. I was 12-0 up. Very good, said Mum. Now go and play outside. Jack glanced at the window and saw their cat, Furball, scowling in the rain, but...
Soon Jack found himself outside, standing in a puddle. What was he meant to do out here? His rugby ball was flat and there was no one to play with. I know, he said, bounding indoors. The dripping Furball saw his chance and darted into the kitchen. Furball! On the back of his bedroom door, Jack found what he wanted. His Wales shirt! For some reason, he always felt more confident wearing this shirt, and he usually played better too. He put it on and instantly felt happier.
Back outside, it had stopped raining. Jack grabbed a frizzy tennis ball in both hands and practised his passing. He kicked the ball through the defensive washing line like his heroes from the Wales team. He scooped up the ball, dodged around the flower beds, then dived to the ground, scoring a terrific try. Jack celebrated with a big kick into the crowd, but the ball sailed right over the fence and hit something with a satisfying thwack.
Ow! Squealed old Mrs. Bettershed, who had been busy digging up her carrots. My bottom! Just then, Jack heard the familiar thump of a car door. Hello, Mrs. Bettershed, called Jack's dad, appearing in the back garden. Mrs. Bettershed glowered and speared the tennis ball with her hefty pitchfork. Sorry, said Jack, trying not to laugh.
Hello, superstar, Dad said to Jack. I've brought us a present. Dad held out a bag and Jack peered inside. It was a brand new rugby ball. Not only that, it was in the colours of their favourite team, Wales. Cool, said Jack. We're celebrating, said Dad, because today is the first day of the new season.
Whoosh! The pair were soon having their best ever game of rugby. They seemed to play for hours. When they eventually stopped for tea, Dad said, I've spoken to our local team and they're having a trial tomorrow. They said you can come along if you want to. Really? Said Jack. Awesome!
Next day, father and son arrived at the rugby ground. The changing rooms bustled with children in blue and red bibs, nervously waiting to show off their skills. Out on the field, whistles tooted, players jumped, passed and caught and shouted, and balls flew everywhere.
The coach soon signalled for Jack to join a game, and Jack raced over. He cheered when others made good breaks and encouraged players who missed conversions. When one boy fell over, Jack helped him up. But secretly, Jack was worried about his own performance. When the half-time whistle blew, he had barely touched the ball, let alone score a try.
Someone near the subs bench caught Jack's eye. It was his dad, waving madly. Jack jogged over and his dad pulled the whale shirt from a rucksack. Wear this under your bib, son. You'll always play brilliantly with this on. Jack did as his dad said. He sprinted back onto the field. He imagined he was stepping out of the tunnel at the Millennium Stadium. Welsh flags rippled in the air while the crowd sang the national anthem.
All of a sudden, Jack was the best player on the field. In the second half, he scored 3 incredible tries, while no one else scored more than 1. He was confident. He was happy. He was playing like a star.
At the end of the trial, the coach called out the names of the players who'd made the final 15. Danny, Ollie, Leo, Lucas. Everyone clapped after each name. Joe, Reese, Sam, Joshua, Max, Owen. Jack stared at his feet. Maybe he hadn't made the team after all. Freddie, Zach, Harry, Charlie.
And finally, said the coach, one young man stood out as the kindest, friendliest lad on the field, and he sure can play rugby. The coach turned to Jack. How would you like to be our captain? Woohoo! Jack leapt into the air, waving his arms in excitement. I'll take that as a yes, said the coach, and everyone laughed.
Dad couldn't stop grinning. He praised Jack all the way home. You were amazing, son. Unstoppable. A real champion. Cheers, Dad, replied Jack. I can't wait for my first match. But one day, I suppose I won't be able to play for them anymore. Oh, why not? Asked Dad. Because when I grow up, I'm going to play for Wales. And guess who else is going to play for Wales?